Hello from Nibiru, Ireland. Hope you're keeping well, everybody, and I hope you're enjoying your Tuesday, wherever you are. We're nearly at the end of January, so the depression now is going to start lifting pretty quick as soon as the wage packet starts coming in for the end of the month for a lot of people. I know a lot of friends that are struggling big time at the moment, but they struggle every year, and that's unfortunately down to Santa Claus. Believe it or not, Santa Claus that sleigh seems to be getting heavier every year, with the amount of stuff that the kids are getting at the moment. I know my daughter has a hoverboard, so when you put that on the sleigh with everything else. Anyway, hope you are all keeping well out there today. We're sort of back to normal, whatever that is, as they say, and I hope everybody that watches the videos enjoy them. Now, sorry, in the background, I have to have a cup of coffee. I'm looking out at the moment. The weather is just completely grey all over where I'm living, and in Dublin West, it's all grey. Now, I just thought I'd check in with everybody that watches the videos on a daily basis, and as I said, we're coming back to normality. Okay, this is my little hobby. I enjoy doing this, and I enjoy putting it out for you, and that you like listening to it, and hope you like the old Dublin Irish way of I do it, and technically I just want to show people what I see at the end of the day, and as I said, I've sort of invested a few quid before Christmas, before I got the Aussie flu, so I for camera stuff, so I said I'd use it, and the little GoPro, fantastic, brilliant, should have bought one years ago. That's great, and it gives people a different angle. As I said, I'm not pointing at the sky and telling everybody, look, there's a UFO, or there's Nibiru, or Planet X, whatever you want to call it. No, I'm just showing the people the day that's in it, technically, at the end of the day. And I'll throw you a bit of news in and get you to have a read of it, have a think about it, put it all together, see what's going on around the world, because you're not getting it in your local newspaper, and you'll have to Google it and do it yourself. So I put it together for you. I don't get paid for it, I enjoy it, it's a hobby. And Mr. Oakley, I'll be in touch with you the next couple of days. As I said, I ended up with 333 emails. 333 emails in our Google mail accounts. Google, yeah? 333 emails, and emails, me apologies, emails. So now to try and get through all these, and then I decided, right, I'll just flick down through them when I managed to open it up. After how many weeks? I must be nearly 7, I think, at that stage. Every time I go to click it, click, doesn't even tell me, can't update it, can't do nothing. Then all of a sudden, boom, bingo. Now, nobody tells you why all of a sudden, bingo, yeah? Then 333 emails, and I'm saying to myself, my God. But then I go down then through them and I find all these ones from our friends over in San Francisco, where they make them silicone dolls, in Silicon Valley. So with that, they getting these emails about the copyright on the music, I'll just use the words rhythm is a dancer, yeah? Right, the words rhythm is a dancer, yeah? The way anybody can put it into a sentence. But let's say you can put 2 and 2 together, yeah? And of course, copyright, this, copyright, that, again and again and again. So it says, right, we'll have to do something about it. So we'll change the music. And we'll put this type of music in the background that I think people know, anyone that knows music knows quite well that it's just music sort of slowed down. But technically nobody really knows it, okay? And that doesn't stand up in a courthouse, technically, because if you asked anyone in the courthouse to name the tune, at the end of the day, that's what's on the video now. So remember, I'm ringing all the different departments, and that's what I've been doing the last couple of days. If you don't hear from me, don't worry. Don't worry. This is not something that you can just sort of take a few days off. Even when I'm sick, I'm thinking about it. It's just something that I have an interest in, the same as the weather forecast people do the weather. and they're interested in that. I'm interested in it as well. But some things don't add up. The storms that have happened, where they've originated from, where they've started, and I've put it all together to show you. Because no one else show you, okay? And I try to be different, okay? I go in and find the news and I try and piece it together. I'm not trying to copy anyone else. I'm trying to be original, okay? And unfortunately, AI, they don't like that. No, our friends to be, do you understand? They give us the smart device, yeah, to talk into. They give us the mobile. They give us all this technology. But they give it to you with like a lock and key. They have the key and there's a big lock around it. And there's only so much you can do, but you can't get the lock off. They have the key. If you try and break the lock, you break your smart device. You break it. And that's it. And you give it to them, and they have a little place in every shopping centre around the world that fixes smart devices. And you give it to them for 2 or 3 days. And we all know what happened. If anybody watches the videos, they know what happened a long time ago when I had to replace. Now look, I'm going to leave it at that. I have to go back to work. I just thought I'd check in with you and say thanks to everybody again for watching. Okay, I'm watching Neil Oakley on the bridge. He gave up his time to stand up there, okay, in freezing colds. Yeah, he's dying of the flu probably. You know, his family, he's everything else, and he's trying to show people. Just have a look at it. Do you understand? You might get bored with it. At the moment, there's no Planet X or Nibiru in the news. It's nothing. Okay? Until something else comes along, like the asteroids, in a couple of days' time. Yeah? So anyway, we're nearly at the end of January. Hopefully, I get a time to do the sub-Saturday again. Maybe this Saturday. I just had to go through that many photographs by you know who. The people that sent them know who they are. And thanks to everybody again for sending in the photographs and the video at the end of the day. And to all the new people that have started to show what's going on over people's heads. Because it's good to let people know that there's more to life than just looking at a smart device. And if you're looking at a smart device, you might as well look at this and educate yourself and listen. Okay? And it doesn't take a genius to work out half the stuff that I'll show you. Okay? Some of it's just clouds. Some of it is just all chemtrails, the whole sky covered with it. Okay? Destroyed. No clouds, just chemtrails. And then there's some days where the Aussie flu happens and there's no chemtrails. And then there's one. And then there's no more. And then a week later, here they are again. The whole sky is destroyed with it. And of course, I'm wrong. And everyone else is meant to be right. Because I do this, I'm a researcher on it. And that's what I am. I'm a researcher. I research and I put it up on the tablet. That's what I do. Okay, the more I do, the more I become professional at it, like anyone. If you do dancing, or karate or something like that, football, the more you do it, the better you should get at it. I'm doing this every day, nearly. There's some days I get sick of it. And that's why, you know, then the flu happens, something like that, it's just, nah, couldn't be arsed. For what? It takes up time to do it. And that's why I'm saying there's people like Neil. That's why I connect to Neil in England, because he gives up the time and he has a little interest. Not everybody is interested. There's more people just live their life, they couldn't care less about what goes on over their heads. We all know that. But the point of the matter is that it's nice to be awake to the real world. Do you understand? Take your head out of your backside and live in the real world for a while. Yeah? Remember, you know, once upon a time, we didn't have this technology. And you couldn't listen to me. You had to listen to the radio or the TV if you were lucky, if you had a television, if you were rich enough. Anyway, look, that's the way it was back then. And now we've got the technology to do this. And thanks for listening. Okay, talk soon. Enjoy your Tuesday.